All right, we'll see whether or not we want to add to this trade here. We were stopped out at our oil trade. Let's add
Order
two
filled.
more. We're adding to CL.
Order filled.
Shorting CL, we might be getting into ZB here. We'll see.
Order filled.
All right. I think we're up and running. Let's start. Welcome all. We're trading up about 3 grand on that trade so far. We're up pretty nicely. Welcome all. All right, let's put some trailing stops there, I think, in the market. Let's see. Big tick chart. Chart 4 looks like it has a weak level at 582. We're looking to... don't like that pullback. Let's see if we can add some more there. Kind of on the bubble with this trade here on NQ. Yeah, I don't like this range here. So I need to probably get out. See if we can get out at a break even. No, doesn't look like it.
Order filled.
I think we want to get out.
Order filled.
Yeah, don't like that range.
Order filled.
We'll sell into that. See how that goes.
Order filled.
Got picked up on another CL trade. We're kind of fading that a little early there.
Order filled.
Let's add some more CL here. So if this sells off, it could be going down to 505 if it does sell off. We do have a range, right? Yeah, right around 505 or 488. Let's not get too aggressive. It's trying to hold that range, hold that lower level.
Order filled.
We'll have to see here. Do we want to reverse?
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Looks like we do. Kind of dinged my P&L a little bit there. That's kind of painful. See what we're gonna do. So let's see what we're waiting on. Looks like it's going to go up. We are 620 was our first. We're still targeting 620 for the upside. How's everybody doing today? Sorry, I was chatting with people, kind of going on here. We're still targeting 620. We are short in CL gold. Let's see where we're at on ZB. Might be able to buy ZB.
Order filled.
I think that might be a good zone. We do have a couple strong levels on ZB that we want to be looking at. We have one at 126, and then we have another one at, holy shnikes, 12530. So let's see if we can get up in there. Let's see. So far, we're up about $3,000 on this trade here. Looking to maybe add another 10 if it pulls back. Does look like it's going to go up and at least test the 620 level. That's what we're looking for. Chart 3 is a control there. If you're new here, you want to follow via Discord down below. Down below is where you'll find everything. We're short early on CL. ZB looking to go along on C4 strong levels. There we go. We're up roughly around 4,800. It's a slow grind up though. Slow grind up. Yeah, so let's see what we got going on. It's really just the slow grind up. What is this? Oh, okay. I didn't know you could do that. Well, that is pretty sweet. That's pretty baller.
Order filled.
I did not know you could do that. I think we're going to wait on ZB for this level here. There and there. So we'll wait on ZB. See if we get picked up down there. Then we might add to the trade. Might be adding to the oil trade. See where it's at. NDX is Why does this chart look so ugly? There we go. I don't know why it was looking like that. Well, we'll see. It's in this range. Probably should get out here. It needs to pass. It needs to get above 571. That's really what we're watching.
Order filled.
Just got out. Don't like the way it's moving. It's probably going to go up, but we can always get back in if it moves. Right now we're short on CL. Say we get picked up on a pullback to a level on chart 1 on the NQ. What else is going on? I guess Twitter officially, or I guess it's not called Twitter anymore. It's called, X. Okay. I guess it's called X. Let's look and see if we get picked up on a pullback here on this. Still see the long side. I still think it still looks like it wants to test. I don't really think it's still, the system's still
Order
saying
filled.
that it looks like it might want to test 620. So that's what we're trading against. Now we're in a couple positions. CL, maybe looking for to get pulled back.
Order
on
filled.
ZB, bonds. Do have to watch this pullback though. Make sure it doesn't go deeper. So we're at the extreme of the range. When it's in a range, you want to trade extreme. That's a given. Don't really have to say, I shouldn't have to say that. Thanks. I appreciate it. No, I had treatment last week, so had to focus on that. All right, we have something to trade against now. Double tap that level on chart 2. If we look at CL's going into that next zone. So it's trying to go up here. Trying to go up here to 81.57. Maybe we should stop shorting it. We'll see. GC pulling back to the momentum indicator as well as the bias indicator. So maybe going long on GC might be something that we'll have to look at. I think we'll look and see. We get picked up there right around 1959. If we get picked up there, maybe we'll look at adding to that position on GC. Volatility's really slowed down a little bit here. Maybe it might pick back up.
Order filled.
All right, there we go. We got picked up again on that pullback. Let's not get too aggressive. It's not, well, I don't know. Yeah, it's a fade. So I think this is a fade trade, so we don't want to get too aggressive on the fade side. Might have to get coffee here in a second. But let's see if we can manage our trades first. Don't like the way that's selling off.
Order filled.
What we get picked up on? Oh, just more NQ. Yeah. We got one area here. Otherwise, we probably should short this. Short it up to here. So we'll reverse there. Is it going to give us a chance?
Order
I don't think
filled.
it's going to give us a chance. So we've got a level right around 487 if it wants to get there. It has appetite for that. We have another level right around, this is using chart 4, right around 500, even 500. So we're short now.
Order filled.
Ah,
Order filled.
that's where I should have waited. Should have waited for this reaction zone here to see what it's going to do. So it's going to decide right here whether or not it's going to actually sell off or whether or not it's going to continue back up. There we go.
Order filled.
A little bit of profit there.
Order filled.
Man, CL is not selling off at all.
Order filled.
Does look like there's going to be a deeper sell-off here, so we'll do
Order
that.
filled.
We'll sell here, sell there, sell here. Question is 500 going to be tapped again, or 498, 488? So the system you see me trading is predictive. We trade around reaction zones. One of the best things you can do if you're new here is just actually join Discord down below. If you are interested in trading the system, you can get more information about that at the website listed below as well. Right now, I think I should just put in, I think we're just going to stick with the sell. So let's stick with the sell. Sell up to here. Don't like that basis if it's going to hold that low. Yeah.
Order filled. Order filled.
Started way too early. So is it going to give me an opportunity to get out, break even, or I think we do need a reverse. I think it's going to go back up. So
Order filled.
So the question is it going to give me an opportunity, or is it going to just rip up? I think it's going to rip up.
Order filled.
Yeah. Does look like it's going to rip up. As long as it breaks 560, it's holding that low. You know, I would ordinarily say that, yeah, it's really going to break, but the buyers have kind of been assholes the last couple weeks. So it looks like they're going to continue to be assholes. They're only assholes when I'm on the wrong side of the trade. Put some trailing stops in here. Look at that. Some serious volatility. It's going to rip up more. It's going to keep going. I don't see it stopping unless it just pulls back here. Yeah, it's going to rip up. It's going to 620 at least. Not here. I mean, just the first target I'm looking at is 620. CL's looking to maybe move here. We're in six lots there. See if we get picked up on our ZB buy. Guess I should put in trailing stops here just to protect this position. I really don't want to get knocked out, but 10, 20, 30. Holds that low, holds that zone, then it's the next The next zone really is 582. So breaks 582, then it's going to 620, I think. It looks like that's what the system looks like. Out. You can see we're up about $1,000 on the CL trade, up about 25, 28, 30 on this trade. Not bad. 32. Breaks this, it's going to, like I said, 620. We'll probably look to reverse right above 620 somewhere. No, I'm not using any TD9 indicators. I use all my own indicators. We use all of our own indicators. That's what we use in the system. The yellow line you see is the bias indicator that tells us whether to be short or long. Also reaction zone, and then also we use momentum. Price action and momentum is really what the system's based on. 10, that's 50, 60. I think we're going to get knocked out a couple of these trades on volatility here. So CL's starting to pull back. It might have room down to 77.87. We'll put some trailing stops into CL, into the oil. So this chart here that you see here on the upper right. We'll put in 2, 4, and 6. Got our trailing stops in. What is the next level that we have on C4 is the question. The next level on C4 is right around 615. We got a weak level at 602. So the next reaction zone that we're looking for is 602. Expect to stall there right around 602. Might take some profit right around 602. Not a bad trade. I said I reversed that. It was pretty obvious that it was the buyers were going to step up there, especially in chart 2. So for those that are wondering, how did I know? It came down to reading chart 2. Chart 2 led the way on seeing that buyers were stepping up. So we're putting the final touches on Sierra chart here. So our Sierra chart books will be released here this week. I'm excited about that. What you're seeing me trade here, well, I'm trading. You're seeing TradingView. What we're trading on is a Trade08. So that's what we're trading on. If you're watching this on TradingView, we can't stream other charts other than TradingView. On YouTube, I can stream other charts. So working on figuring that out, or not figuring that out, working on figuring out how we stream two different setups here. That's one thing I'm working on. Do need to probably go get some coffee. So we'll see here. I think we're going to get knocked out of some of this trade here. What leverage do I use? So there's, Andre asked, what leverage do I use? I don't think that's the right question to ask. Not that it's not a good question. I would say the way to answer that question is, how much of my account do I utilize? I typically never go above my 50% day margin. So that's the way to look at it. So that's the better answer to that question. That's a risk management question. So right now,
Stop field.
for instance, I'm not near it. Is I don't know if that, if I'm heavy in a trade,
Stop
I'll be
field.
around 50% of my day margin.
Stop field.
Ah, we got stopped out of all the CL trades. It held. Well, we're going to sell that zone again. So right here and right here. If it gets into this zone, we're going to sell it again. So look for a triple test. Yeah, no problem. I mean, you can ask any questions. So, yeah, so the reason why I say, like, what would be the... I think the right way to look at it is that, which is, you only have... Time is your most valuable asset. So since time is your most valuable asset, and you have most likely limited capital, how are you going to use your time to trade? And then how are you going to, and then if you have a bucket of cash, how are you going to deploy that bucket of cash? So for instance, I looked at the equity market this morning for some swing trades. I spent about 10 minutes there looking at the equity market. I have a bucket
Stop
of cash
field.
that I put into spot equity trades. I looked at the crypto market yesterday, for instance. I have a bucket of cash that I put into the crypto market. But it's all my bucket. So the question I would ask is that if I'm spending my effort and my time and my focus day trading, because I'm fortunate to have that ability. Not only did I build the system, but
Order filled.
my life is structured where I can do that. Well, is the opportunity cost of having my buckets of cash in these other
Order filled.
markets, am I properly allocating, am I properly utilizing my bucket of cash, I would ask. And I don't believe in the diversification concept. I mean, I do think being diversified is good, but diversification in markets, you're not really diversified. What I mean by that is, and we're just waiting for this trade to either work out. We'll get back in if we get knocked out here. If you're trading crypto, futures,
Order filled.
Forex, equities, you're really not diversified. You're in the capital markets.
Stop field.
I would consider diversification more of you're in real estate and then you're in the markets. That's how I look at diversification. So I look at all the capital that I put into place into the various markets as one big bucket of cash. And it's not diversified because it's in the same system. I know they're different uncorrelated markets, but it's in the same system. That's the way I look at it. That's much more probably answer than you wanted to your question. But that's the way I look at it. All right, we're looking for a pullback here, maybe down to 564. So if it does get there, I mean, we're obviously losing some of the profit that we had. But if it does get there, we'll probably add to this trade. Or not add, but what we'll do is we'll get back in this trade.
Stop field. Stop field.
hitting the RDA in chart 2. And then we've got a series of tests right around from 562 all the way down to 571. I anticipate we'll probably be knocked out here, and then we'll probably get back in. Some would say, why don't you just stay in? If you see that, that's just the way I trade.
Order filled.
I don't mind starting over. I've trained my mind to start over in trades. I have no problem starting over. All right, we'll trade up to 79.10 on CL. That's what our system tells us. So again, I'm trading a predictive system. Predicts the market. So Andre said, makes sense. I'm kind of new with trading. Usually I try to focus on building a hedge when trading BTC to be short and long.
Stop filled.
Yeah. Well, hedging in the U.S. With futures anyways, you're not supposed to hedge.
Stop filled. Stop filled. Stop filled.
All right. This is actually where I want to be long. I don't know why I'm...
Order filled.
Let's be long there. Let's be long here. Yeah, we should have took some profit there at that top. Getting back in the trade though, not going to get in aggressively yet till we know for sure that this zone's going to hold. All right, we got something to trade against now. At least we have a level. So we can go in right around that level and then right around the extreme band.
Order filled.
Playing around with the day open. Let's see what the NDX tells us. NDX is below the day open, so that was a day open test. I should have saw that. Yeah, wasn't looking at that.
Order filled.
Well, yeah, no. No, you're not allowed to hedge. Well, okay. I shouldn't say that. I can hedge. But you have to jump through hoops to be able to hedge. Average retail traders cannot hedge, is what I'm trying to say. Binance US doesn't even have futures. So there is no crypto futures, except for Bitcoin and Ethereum. I don't think Litecoin has futures, but Bitcoin and Ethereum, and those are on, your typical, was it CME? Is it CME? Or is it, I think it's CME. Standard futures brokers. It's not being at Binance.com where you trade the futures of KuCoin, for instance. Even now, KuCoin's kind of up their KYC for U.S. users. So really, the slap has really come down hard on what's the word I'm looking for?
Order filled.
On U.S. users of crypto. Till they get the regulatory decision in place. Whatever it's going to be. Stalling here. We'll wait for the daily open of the actual NQ. Right now it's just deciding what the index really is deciding is, does it want to go back and take out the weekly and daily open. Did 2 tests here. So we'll see. All right, the real one said I would agree with that. CL short 100%. Yeah, I don't like this position here on NQ. I should have just reversed it there, but I wasn't watching. I guess we'll
Order
lose a
filled.
little bit there. We're at the daily open of the NQ.
Order filled.
So there's 2 different. Yeah, we might have to
Order
give
filled.
this CL trade here a little bit of room to work out, obviously. We've got a level here, a weak level at 540, so that's probably where I should be trading at. Should be looking for that 540 level.
Order filled. Order filled.
So let's see if that transpires. No. It's not going to give it to me, is it? So we'll short here. We did this before and the buyers kind of slapped us a little bit. Yeah, the rest of the world, you're allowed to trade crypto futures, but supposedly the U.S. is a capitalist society, but every time that capitalism tries to rear its ugly head, they slap it down. So I'm looking to go long, probably right around here, right around 535. We'll short down to here. On NQ. CO, we're still waiting for this short to potentially unfold. We're pretty far extended on the golden time frame, chart 3. 7692 on CL is the RDA, and then we've got a momentum check right around 7796. It might just keep going though, but we'll add 2 more.
Order filled.
I anticipate if we see NQ go up here, then we're going to see gold or CL go down, but we'll see. You know, what gold or oil, CL, you just need to be, your trading needs to be much more patient. Doesn't move as quick as the actual NQ. Going to be in profit in this position here in the NQ or what? It's going to sell off or not? There we go. Going to sell off down to below 1535 is where we'd want to reverse. That's our next key level. That's the next reaction zone that the system tells us. It's being stubborn. It's not getting there. Being very stubborn. Still buyers in the market. Might continue to rip, so I'll watch that. Put in some trailing stops. There we go. We hit our 1535 zone. Don't know if I want to reverse quite yet. I want to see what it's going to do.
Order
Take some
filled.
profit off.
Order filled.
There we go. Or reverse. All right. Now it's waiting just to see whether or not it's going to go up from here, really is the key. Started way too early on that CL trade.
Order filled.
That could be a good trade if it sells off. That CL trade. There's a big if.
Order filled. Order filled.
Ooh.
Order filled.
All right. First zone that we see on the NQ is right around 1555555. A lot of fives there. All right, we have something to trade against, so now we can put some additional positions possibly if this holds. Got another 4 minutes for this candle, so for the 5 minute anyways. So for those that are new, I'm trading the Rexdog trade system I developed. I've been trading since, well, I've been successful trader since 2017. Developed the system, traded all markets, works in all markets. What you're not seeing me trade is what's called the 4 chart setup. So when I say chart 4 or chart 2 or chart 3, those are the control charts that control the trade. We trade a 4 chart setup, which is a combination of time and tick charts. What you're seeing streamed is just the 5 minute chart on 4 different tickers. But yeah, we
Order
trade the
filled.
standard 4 chart setup. It gives us a tremendous edge.
Order filled.
One of the best things that it does is it takes time out as a factor. Oh man, that's going to be painful.
Order filled.
So that's one of the best things that it does is it takes time out as a factor in your trading. Man. Off on our zones here. a
Order
little bit.
filled.
Let's see if we can. There we go. Taking profits quick, as you can see. Just quickly scalping as we're kind of hitting zones.
Order filled.
See if this one here. Question is it going to go up to 15,545? That's the question. Is it going to get that high? CL did start to sell off. I would say it looks like it wants to test a little bit lower. Oh, maybe it really wants to take out 236, the NQ, or 370 on the NQ, and then the NDX wants to take 241. So I think it's a continuous sell. We sell into this once it hits the RDA on chart 2. So I think that's what we're looking for. Chart 2 test of the RDA. And then we sell into this move. Yeah, everything's momentum and bias short.
Order filled.
I reversed. We'll add up here.
Order rejected.
Of course. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go get some coffee. Or I'm just going to get up and get coffee, I should say. What I should do is put in some stops there. Question, is it going to take out 492 and doesn't want to go below 492? It's trying to hold this range. But still think, I still don't think. The system says we should be shorting. So look to the extreme to the short, looks to the reaction zones. I'm a little early on this short if this is not a reaction zone. It is a reaction zone. It's the fast momentum on chart 2, but it's also trying to hold really hard. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing my trades. Now it's just being patient. Whether or not it's going to sell off or not.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
I think it's going to continue up.
Order filled.
So I'll sell up above. Get out at a relatively small loss. And just sell up above. It looks like it's going to hold the zone. Still looking to be a seller on the NQ. But maybe it wants to test 50% of the OR. Right around 550.
Order filled.
Could trade up to that. For a quick scalp. So right around the 548, 545 zone is where we're looking to go short then. It wants to hold that low for some dumbass reason.
Order filled.
Still waiting for the CL trade to move or move in the direction we expect. Just trading up to that zone. It might fail here at this momentum check here, but It does look like it wants to at least test the OR50 one more time. Maybe up to 560, maybe. All right, let's see what else is going on. We can look at the crypto market real quick. What's happening with Bitcoin? Oh, Bitcoin having a bad day. Yeah, Bitcoin definitely pulled back there. Not a good day. Pulling back to the RDA. Let's see if the RDA holds. Yeah, I think the NQ is going to break an all-time high. And then I think what's happening is that I think that retail is going to get trapped at this high. I think that's what's going to happen. BTC RDA check on the daily. Yeah, this so two or three more 5-minute candles on the green side maybe is what it's looking to try to do. It's very skittish about this range. So that's we're scalping long on there. And then we'll reverse right around the 545 to 560, 550, maybe, if it gets there. We might not get that. We'll see. I've been very patient with this trade. Here we go. Take some off.
Order filled.
We've got 3 more minutes in this candle, and then give it a little bit of time to kind of range out up here. Then we're looking to sell this zone. Don't want to get too aggressive on it yet. This CL trade is frustrating because it's not selling off. Could turn into a good trade if it actually sells off. So the question is it going to overshoot the RDA in chart 3? I need to go get some coffee. I'm not ready to reverse it yet.
Order filled.
All right, be right back. Or just getting up.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Well, look at that. A little bit down more than we want to be. Let's see if we can.
Order filled.
There we go. See if it pulls back. Might get out at break even or a little bit in profit. We'll see here. Make that assessment if it gets there. Oh, buyers are stepping up again. Playing around with the daily open. Question is, do we need to reverse? That's the question. I don't like this position. I'm probably going to get out of this position. Just don't like it's at a decision zone. Doesn't want to hold and go test the daily open, or does it want to sell off? Got a little too aggressive on my entries there.
Order filled.
So
Order filled.
if it rehold right now, it looks like it's the 5 minute is trying to recapture momentum and bias. So if that happens, might have to reverse and just go long. Be with those little buyers. Yeah, it is about a 50% amount. Yeah. Retrace. Question is,
Order filled.
it could just as easily sell off here as it could rip up. I mean, that could be said about any time, right? Messing with the VWAP too. I think that you want to be a buyer here in this range. The sell looks so great, but it does look like it wants to, the index wants to go up and test the RDA and probably retest the daily open. Does not want to give up the daily open. Thought it wanted to do a slow momentum check. Maybe it still does. We'll see. We're really on the bubble with this trade though.
Order filled. Order filled.
Ah, look at that. I think we might have to call the CL trade. We'll give it a little bit. It got to our 79.10 zone. I guess we should have just been I should have just been patient there. Should have just waited for that zone, I guess. Instead of starting early. So I'm not going to expect much of a pullback here, meaning that
Order
I'm
filled.
expecting the buyers to step up here, so I'm going to probably be getting out of this position pretty quickly, maybe even reversing.
Order filled.
So we'll see here.
Order filled.
Pullback maybe down to 540, maybe. But I think 546 is probably more realistic. Oh man, I still have
Order
side
filled.
effects on my treatment. Nah, this is why you don't fade until you get a counter signal on CL.
Order filled.
Momentum held on chart 2 on the NQ. So C1. Get picked up on a pullback. Come on, man.
Order filled.
Pick us up.
Order filled.
There we go. Yeah, I don't use Fibonacci. Not that I don't think that you can't use it. I just don't use it. I do see it though. I'll amend that. I do see the Fibonacci levels, meaning that I clearly see the 61.8 and the 38 and the other levels. So, but they don't correlate into my trading into our system. We don't use it in our system. We do use a retracement level, but we use very standard simple levels that hold up, I think, better than Fibonacci. I think, and then we have rules that we trade around. Man, sorry about that noise. I just had this kind of ongoing cold, I guess. I don't know. It's from my treatment. No, but I do appreciate people sharing their, their trade ideas as well as where they're at. I'm very patient with this CL trade here. 5 minute chart one has switched over to momentum and bias long. So let's just see if it holds, and then does it make a statement here. Your next level really is 590. That's your next level on chart 4. So if we're playing level to level, it's already created a level of 526, and then your next level is 590. There it goes. Looks like it wants to hold. I would, based on, I don't know why. It would stop at the RDA, the NDX. That's something to keep in mind. But it does look like it's going to continue. Yeah, NDX is going for the RDA. Sorry about that. Jesus. So is it going to stall? The question is it going to stall at the RDA and switch and fake out a move of the daily open test? So we got to take some profit when it gets up there. Not quite there yet, though. Give it a little bit more room to stretch. Don't like giving up that profit, though. But look at that. Went from profit to out of profit. That was painful.
Order filled.
Didn't even tap the RDA. Just short of the RDA. So looking for this then to come up and test the RDA. This is on the index, by the way. Nice pullback there in C2 down to the momentum and the reaction area. That's where I added to that position. Oh yeah, always forget. I'm forgetting to go onto the active trading. I'm on the active trading on Discord. I do need to, I'll be right back.
Order filled.
All right, I'm back. Ha ha ha.
Order filled.
It's a hard range here.
Order filled.
All right, this is where it might hold up. Oh, we got picked up on ZB. So, the bonds. Let's look at the bonds. Got picked up on 1. The stronger level is down below 125 spot 31. So we'll see. And then we did reverse there on the NQ for an RDA check and a weekly open check. And looks like the CL trade is maybe going to get us in profit. Started that way too early. I should have waited for 79 spot 10. But, you know, using the magic scale-in number, the market's given us an opportunity to break even. That's important. ZB, where we really want to add, is down here. That's where we really want to be adding. 125 spot 31. Up about 9 grand on this NQ trade here. We're in profit on the CL trade. Question is CL going to sell off deeper? I think we've got the extreme. We've got a 78.66 is probably where we want to take some profit. On CL. Started that CL trade way too early. It does look like the long is going to continue on the NQ. Momentum and bias has switched over in chart 1. So that's why we're long. We were in profit there on the CL trade, but this might be an overshoot of the actual first RDA test. So the market is giving us an opportunity to get out of break even. Waiting for my nephew to join, possibly. Said he was going to join.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry, I'm eating breakfast right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm still here though.
Can
Still
everybody
vibing.
hear him? That's the question. So let me check
That is a
the
question.
YouTubes. Hold on. We're trading. That's the question.
Oh no, they can hear me
So
fine actually.
let me
That is a
check the
question.
YouTubes. Hold on. NQ. Momentum and bias has switched over. Switched over. I can't Waiting for my nephew to join, possibly. Oh, here we go. Said he was going to join.
Yeah, what's up? Sorry, I'm eating breakfast right now.
Oh, okay, sweet. Comes through good. All right.
Sweet.
Looks like we're going to take out the daily open on the NDX, or at least the RDA. So watching the NDX for the RDA test, but then we got the day open. So it looks like it wants to go back up and tag the day open again. Put in some trailing stops on the NQ, up about 15K on that trade. So let's just put some trailing stops so that we don't go negative. Ow. Friggin' A. Hit my ass. Hit my... All right. I don't like the way this mic, where this mic sits. I need to get another USB cord too, so that my Stream Deck works here.
Sorry, I'm looking at the charts right now.
Yeah. So we're long, we're short. Well, CLs look like that it did the first RD or it did an RDA test on chart 2, so it's just a matter of is it going to sell off or not. I think at this point, if it doesn't sell off, I want to be out of this trade. So we're going to put in some trailing stops, and we're in 20 lots, so we'll do it at 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. At this time, if it doesn't sell off, then I don't want to be in that CL trade anymore. So I put in trailing stops. ZB's not moving, but we're only on one lot. We wouldn't want to scale into that. But all right, looks like the NDX is going to go up and test the actual RDA.
I'm just trying to participate in this trade.
Yeah, it might
On
be
the
a
long
little late on
side.
the move up. I mean, it's out of reaction zone, so. But it might stretch for the day open. That's what it's trying to do. Trying to go for the day open. The NDX is. Buyers can't be stopped.
Hitting the heavy
590
today.
is your next level. Weak level, 589.75. I think we're going to pull up Sierra chart so we can start showing our levels. What'd you say?
Oh, nothing. I'm just waiting for his volatility to kick in.
We got another weak level here. Maximize pitch. Copy image. Be sharing this in Trade Room Alpha or the NDX room. Sharing our levels. RDA check here on the NDX, so I'm going to take some off.
Order filled.
Some profit just because we're at a reaction zone. I did share the actual levels on so I wonder if I can share these here.
Stop filled.
Moderated.
Stop filled.
Why would it moderate my own image? Oh, there we go. We're in profit on CL. So there's the levels. Chart 4. Strong level. Well, no.
Stop
that needs
filled.
to be redrawn. Man. Getting destroyed on that pullback there.
Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Order. Order filled. Oh. Did you hear that? Well, no one's there. No one's there listening to me.
Order filled.
Order. Order filled. I did alerts for Sierra chart. I'm going to have a female do it. I'm going to get a female voice to do it. Order. Order filled. Order. Order filled. Because I don't like hearing myself. So that's me. Order. Order filled. Or you should be able to tell that's me, I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know. Ah, CL's on the bubble. Look at that. That's the RDA check. So the question is, how much is it going to pull back? Order. Order filled. Can I control the individual sound of a application? That's the question. I think you can. All right, we're down a little bit more than we want to be down on this trade here. Next zone is right around 428. So
Order filled.
428 is the question. Might stop right here though. Might be a good overshoot of the RDA and momentum indicators on chart 2. So we'll reverse here the short here in a second. Order. Order filled. CL's not cooperating with the sell-off. Is it robot trading? No. Order. Order filled. Order. Order filled.
Order filled.
Is that you saying that?
Yeah, I recorded alerts for Sierra chart.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's cool. I was
But
kind of
I'm-
confused. I was like, you
I'm
just
prob-
sound hella far away.
I'm probably going to pay a female to do it. Or go to Upwork and get a female and do some alerts. Because, I mean, I guess maybe people might want to hear my voice, but it kind of annoys me.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, I've become much more adept at Sierra chart now that we're getting ready to release it. So,
Oh, yeah.
but yeah, it's kind of... Order. Order filled. It's kind of...
That thing's actually kind of sweet,
Order
dude.
filled. Stop
I just
filled.
got this sell-off
Stop filled.
chart 2.
Yeah.
Stop filled.
Might...
Stop filled.
Yeah, CL's getting knocked out of all my CL positions. Real re-short up above, but let's get out of those.
Order filled.
Did make some profit on some of those.
You know, oil's making a big jump today.
Order. Order filled. Order. Order filled. I don't know how to... I mean, the alerts don't... Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying
I
to
like
figure
it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of funny.
Well, Sierra chart doesn't recognize stops unless it's connected to an order, so it just says the order filled. So which kind of sucks.
That's
I wish
odd.
it doesn't. So like Trade Ovate says stop filled. Well,
Yeah, stuff filled.
it doesn't do that here.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I remember seeing that once where the sound mixer on Windows. Yeah, the volume mixer. There we go. So how come it doesn't show all my apps? There. Oh, I need to expand it like an idiot. Okay, sweet. So I can reduce Sierra chart by a little and Trade Ovate Trader. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Does get annoying hearing myself talk.
You gotta get like what's his name? Morgan Freeman
Oh
to
yeah.
get the yeah.
I guess I could look at doing some AI. That would be a kind of interesting thing, like AI
Cameo.
deep fake people. Scarface, that's the one.
Well, because you can pay those you can do that cameo thing,
Oh,
or
yeah.
you can pay those actors to say whatever.
Yeah. The problem with the alerts on is that so they only have. I mean, they should, but notifications, order filled, and then cancel, and then order rejected, target filled, stop filled. But say, like I said, if on Sierra chart, if you don't, so there's a way where you can do a position and then it has your target and it has your stops already set when you do the position. But if you don't do that, Sierra charts for whatever reason is not smart enough to know that, hey, this trailing stop is really a stop loss. So if that gets hit, it should do the alert of stop filled. It just says order filled. So there's a bunch of just orders or just a bunch of order alerts. But it can do, one of the cool things is that I think, I should check that. That's what I was going to look at. Tool configs, horizontal ray. Let's go to TC1 labels, and then, alert. Crossing above. Link once, alert once per bar. Alert sound. Oh, wow. Okay. So one of the things we could distribute, which is insane, is basically when you put in strong levels or weak levels on the chart and you draw them in, it could say strong level hit, weak level hit,
Oh, really?
opening range high, opening range low. So
That'd be kind of crazy.
yeah, it could be, it could.
Further analysis.
Yeah, so we're long on the NQ, by the way. I think we want to go. I think this is the range where it's going to hold. It's going to try to hold here. So I think you give it the benefit of the doubt. You have something to trade against. Once again, you have an early stair-step pattern. Who's Zhao breakout EA? Did he spam it?
Yeah, he spammed. So I put him in timeout.
Yeah. You suck, man.
If you wanna act like a kid, I'm treat you like a kid, brother.
All right, we're long. Looking to add back on CL right around 79.09. So like you'll hear here, like if I do this, so
Order.
so if that order gets filled, it's gonna say this
Order filled.
instead of trailing stop filled or stop filled. So it kind of annoys
Oh,
me.
really?
Yeah.
Because it's both.
Well, it
yeah.
just kind of annoys me that it doesn't say.
Order. Order filled.
And then there I did a
Which
sell
one it
market.
is?
So I did a sell market, and then it says order filled because it's an order right away, and then it gets filled right away. Well, I don't know. Like I said, it's just CR chart's cool, but then once you understand it, it's cool. But it's also one of those things where if you've ever used anything that has maximum flexibility, you know, like yeah, you can customize just about anything, but then you can't. What sucks is you can customize anything, and then there's times where you can't customize things. So it's really stupid. It's like, that's what's dumb about it, is like, there are times when you can customize everything, and you're like, wow, this is really cool. And then there's
Order.
certain things that, like,
Order.
okay, well, I can customize everything, but now all of a
Order.
sudden, I can't customize this one thing,
Order.
you know? It's just like,
Order.
and there's no rhyme or reason behind it. It's literally, so it's just kind of dumb, or yeah, I find it dumb. Other than that, though, it's highly customizable. All right, we're going after the weekly or the daily open again. Pretty obvious. We're in the long, up about 20K.
So what do you think the target here is?
Well, I mean, the first reaction zone is 589. The ultimate target is 620.
Order
Where
filled.
that high is at? The rejection of the wick?
No, it's chart 4. Level to level. Level to level.
Oh,
is
okay.
what we're trading on chart
Up
4.
here. Yeah, no, we gotta figure out how to get like some background music in here too.
Background music?
Yeah, we should start our own band.
Oh, yeah.
Rexdog actual band. Just play music for the background.
Him and his bum leg.
Yeah.
It's going to be at least 8 weeks, I think, for him to recover.
Oh, who?
Rex.
Rex?
Yeah.
Is he just resting?
Yeah, he just chilled all the time. So I guess it's no longer called Twitter. It's called X now.
Yeah, that's what my girl just showed me that too. I just love Elon, dude. I hope everyone's pissed about it. He can literally do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Order filled.
It's just funny.
Order
Order
filled.
filled.
He's
Order
so
filled.
bent out of shape for crazy shit. Man,
I know. Like, dude, he owns the company.
I still think there should be
Literally.
more billionaires like him. That just
I
do
know,
whatever
for
the
sure.
fuck they want. I mean, not do whatever
Order
the fuck they
filled.
want, but say whatever the fuck they want. I mean,
For sure. I 100% agree. Because
'Cause
he's...
go ahead.
Because the government doesn't look at him and be like, oh, we can control that dude. They look at that dude and they're like, that dude's sketchy.
Yeah.
That's what you want to. He's got power. He's got real power.
Well, because Bill Gates doesn't even tell the truth about everything he's doing. You know, it's like, so at least you know what Elon is thinking. Well, you think you do. You still don't really know, but at least he's more upfront than the other Billies out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to hop off in probably about 15. Might stream the afternoon session. So, or I guess we'll decide. So, for those that are just watching, you'll see you want to follow down in Discord down below. That's the best way. we are, one of the things we're working on is, you've been updating the training site, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we want to go through this week, or should it be kind of well into that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty
as
much.
far as
Yeah, well,
done,
should be done by this week.
yeah. So
But
for
I mean, a
those,
lot of the pages are still redone.
have you published them, or you've published them, right?
Yeah, they're already all published. Like
Oh, okay.
the first ones to all the way to pretty much the 4 chart setup.
Oh, I like that. I like that. The trade entries page with the sniper there.
Right. I'm gonna put some more stuff on there too. I gotta get the scale in the trades. That section just needs more visuals.
Want some help
But
tweaking
the
your
book
new
would.
setup? I'm detecting a background noise, but not sure. I'm coming from nephew or Rex dog. Oh, what do you mean by background noise? Yeah, I mean, so my nephew's connected via Discord.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fan or something. There's literally no noise in here, so I'll have to figure out what that would be.
It might be my PC, but
Yeah, but
it's one thing I got
I
next to
don't
me.
hear it. So, okay,
I'll mute my mic first.
all right, I'll mute my mic too.
All right, turn my mind back on.
Yeah, I turned mine back on too.
Yeah, I was putting my stop losses in when I was changing my audio. I forgot to move them. It took me out. Stuff.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh, okay, sounds good. No problem, Slate.
Ah,
I don't know if his name is S Light, but I'm gonna call him Slight. That's in Slight work.
yeah, this. We were in profit on the NQ. I mean, we still are, but we're 3 hours in. Let's look at the hour chart on the NDX. Let's see what that looks like. In an hour zone, it might sell off. Playing around
Order
with the
filled.
VWAP. We can look at big tech. Let's look at that.
Order filled.
What's labeling 1.68 copy? What is that? Look at the internals. Well, big tech's all below all the rolling VWAPs. That's one thing. We are above we're below the zero line today. So it's trying to recapture the zero line, so that's one thing to watch. Yeah. Where is the 200 mixed? Yeah. Tab island created. I don't know what that is.
You saw this? The Wall Street rises as big tech earnings.
No, I mean, I don't know. I never read the news. So,
Well, it just says Fed's decision loom, so I don't know if that's anything important.
to the rest of the world, we don't care about that crap. I mean,
I
we,
don't know. I mean, not for like trading. I just meant like
yeah,
just as knowing the news in general.
yeah. I still like it. I still don't even. I don't put much faith that that's actually even the actual news, right? So
Order
true.
filled.
that's the narrative they want you to think or to know,
Oh,
right?
trust me. Oh,
Order.
trust me. I know.
Order filled. Order. Order filled. Order. Order filled.
All right, man, shut up. Tell myself to shut up. Maybe I don't have to pay someone. Maybe I have a female in the house that could do it. I could
It's
do the
true.
robotic female. Let me see. Yeah, the site's looking good, man. Training site. We're going to be moving on then to the FAQ. So, one of the things I would highly suggest people, if you're, once we get this site, once we get the training site updated, we will be increasing the price to the Rexdog trade system drastically. So, if we've given people plenty of warning here on this price increase. So, if you're interested in the trade system, now's the time to reach out, send me a DM on Discord, or visit the website at rexdogtrading.com. You'll see a link there that says Get Started Now. There you can send over an email or a message to get started. Wow, the month is almost over. Holy shit. Everybody's increasing their subscription prices. YouTube did, Spotify.
Dude, Hulu's trying to make me pay $20 a month. Crazy. You tripping, bro.
Yeah. I don't look at any of that crap, but or I don't look at any of the subscriptions anymore as far as cost, but maybe I'll start just paring things down just because I mean, I guess we use them all.
Kind of an odd, not really odd, but there's definitely a more difficult day to trade since we're just hanging out right next to all of our indicators. It's kind of no volatility here.
Well, I mean, it's
Some spikes.
pretty clear. I mean, I would be a buyer on these level lows here. Well, I mean, I'm short right now, but then we'll reverse here shortly. Just because it does look like it's trying to hold that zone, that value zone. On the NDX, the value zone between 141 and the daily open. So it's trying to hold this zone. It's just a matter, does it want to test down before it goes back up? Or is it going to keep this, or is it going to hold this level here? It did recapture briefly on chart 1, the momentum and bias.
How come
Order
sometimes the
filled.
trading view charts and my trade OVA charts look so much different?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like my hourly chart on trade OVA, it just looks different from the
Are you
hourly
looking
chart.
at? Well, if you're looking at the MNQ and the NQ, they would be different.
No, I'm looking at MQ.
Shouldn't be this. Oh, well, maybe you don't have real time data. You're probably not paying Trade08 for real time data.
Probably actually. Do you Pro Plus for that?
No, you have to pay extra, which is fucking retarded. Like, you have to pay for data everywhere. I just wish that you could connect. Well, you can for some services, but pay data on Sierra Chart, pay data on Trade08, pay data on friggin' TradingView. It's just like, at least you don't have to pay professional level data. So, you know, because the professional level data is about $100 a month. If you're a CME professional or whatever the hell it is.
Order filled.
Looks like it might hold this low. Ow. What the hell? That did not feel good. Short one more zone here
Order
on
filled.
CL. Short on the CL. Long on NQ. If NQ rips up, then we want to see the CL rip down. We're still in one and on ZB, on the bonds. We're going into the lunch session, so, or actually we're already in the lunch session. The question is chart 2 going to recapture momentum on these, on the NQ? Does not appear it's going to.
Order filled.
Reverse one more time. So we got a level right around 524, and then we got another level right around 542. So 542 is the first level that it has to contend with on chart 4. 540 or so. Well, maybe it's not. If it's not going to go down there, maybe it's going to hold. We'll see.
I'm using the Fibonacci retracement here just to see what the 50% line is on chart 1 for MQ. It's
Yeah.
pretty much stalling at that 50%. That's where those previous strong levels are created.
Yeah.
In the 5 minute from that huge alpha candle. Those technically both those pack candles.
Yeah, it's been playing around with that in the little zone. It's deciding really if it wants to hold this range.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got one more test. So it's going to sell off here. So I think, but it's probably going to go test 144, the NDX. Well, I don't know. It's the lunch session, so
This is like my favorite. This is when I've been recently trading, so I've gotten a lot better at trading in the lunch when it's the mini spikes in volatility or no volatility at all.
yeah, you're pretty much just calling the bluff on both sides of the market.
Yeah,
You're typically doing, but gotta
For
have good
sure.
entries, right?
yeah. Because I mean, if you mess up your entry, you got another like 30 minutes before you get there again.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much at this bottom here. I'm long
Order filled.
on MNQ.
Yeah, I mean, if it does come up and take out the first level, it's got to take out is 557. If it takes, if it recaptures momentum and bias on chart 2, then it's probably going to take out 576. So, probably being long is good, but it could just range here for the next 2 5-minute candles. Also,
Yeah. Just be patient with this trade. I want it to come down and test this previous low at the. These two strong levels created. Just give me a better understanding where price wants to go.
yeah.
Order
I
filled.
guess we believe the momentum of chart 2 until otherwise stated.
Starting to see some volatility here. I'll put my volume bar on. I want to see how much volume we're trading right now.
CL still not in profit. All right, well, we got the lows to contend with here in the NDX, and then the next level. So a reverse at the next level in the NDX. Looks like it wants to go down there and test that. right, there we go. Let's see, waiting for that zone, that test. We're at the lows here. So is it gonna find support at these lows? Nope.
Yeah, it looks like sellers are really trying to push this down.
I think they want to go down to at least test the next level on the NDX.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we're holding here at 75.
all right, here it goes. It's gonna rip, I think. Put some trailing stops in so I don't take a loss.
Stop filled.
Should have took some.
That 200 EMA just looks too tasty. I agree
Stop
with Slight.
filled.
He's spitting facts over here. This is a pretty fun day to trade. Because there's more movement.
Yeah, the
That's
last
not just
couple
going
weeks,
one
I mean,
way.
I think I've been pretty good to trade. You just have to just not be shorting.
You get stuck one way. Yeah.
I mean, really, it's just you just have to understand that there's still buyers in the market, and don't. I mean, well, trade the
I've noticed
system.
this too. I don't know if this is true, but it feels like I know we don't want to think about it this way, but
Order
like
filled.
the buyers, from what I understand, feels like when buyers come back in the market, when things are dropping price, like eventually price will level out. But like buyers will step up at some type of level to make sure price doesn't get too low. On most days, I would say. I don't know if that's completely true or not, but it feels like, at least in the previous weeks, buyers have stepped up most times when price is gonna go super short. I mean, you can just look at the daily chart.
Well, yeah, I
Shouldn't-
mean that's kind of you're just defining, looking at the daily chart and trading the bias and the momentum in the market. So for the last couple months, we've been bias long and momentum long. So
Yeah,
at a higher
and
time
buyers
frame.
on support. Yeah,
So yeah, I mean you're right. That means when you're bias and momentum long, well, what does that mean on a intraday kind of macro level or micro? I don't know which one the right word is to use, but the way to look at it is that, okay, well, if you're bias and momentum long, that means that any pullback, there's a higher propensity that you're going to see the buy side support. Same when you're below the RDA and below momentum, well, you're going to see the opposite. So that's why. And then, we're also in kind of this breakout zone. So you tend to see these wide swings in buyers. And then if you look at the underlying charts, they're in the same, which is kind of amazing. It's still amazing to me, is that when you correlate, when you put the system and then you look at the underlying charts tell the same story that you're trading. You know what I mean? Where if I pull up a chart here and we look at, for instance, we just look at, I don't know, Apple. So on the daily, Apple right now is at a reaction zone on the fast momentum. If we look at Meta's trying to hold the slow momentum. Tesla is trying to hold the slow momentum. Google is right at a momentum check. So it's just, it's still amazing to me that, the system on the underlying, they're at reaction zones on what you're trading, in real time. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it still amazes me to this day that we don't have to change our indicators. And any time frame, any chart, the indicators, the system, the bias, the momentum works the same.
I know, it's insane.
So it's like you just need to interpret the chart and then Yeah, it doesn't always. Of course, there's times where there's overshoots and things happen, but 80% of the time, the way to read the system is the correct way to read the system, or the way that the chart is telling you is the right way. And then expect overshoots. I think that's a training we should do. Is I should do a training on expect overshoots.
Oh yeah. Oh, do we have one of those in the training?
I don't know. You went through it recently, so you would be able to
I don't
tell me
think we
more.
do.
Ah, look at that.
But that could go with probably reading charts. Like right after intentions and reactions, you probably put
Well, I talk about it a lot
overshoots.
in the pattern training.
Order filled.
Yeah.
It's probably in the pattern. I mean, it's in the pattern library a lot. So I know I talk a lot about it in the pattern library. It's just a matter of does it
Order filled.
what's the word I'm looking for?
So long here on this MNQ move.
Yeah, I think
I've-
long is probably the right. I mean, it's trying to hold that level. So I mean, you're still momentum
is-
short and bias short.
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm just kind of trying to scalp to see. My basis is pretty low, so I'm pretty comfortable where I am.
Yeah. All right, back.
I'll share this in Discord. If you guys are looking at my picture in Discord, it's probably nutty. There's a lot of stuff going on. But it's just I have the fib underneath or over those two pack candles from this morning. Pretty much the open from chart 1. We might see the rip here for the long side. We might see possible close above RDA and both momentum indicators. I want to see this move to the RDA on chart 3. That's what I'm looking for. I'm trying to stay as low as I can on this basis. I've seen that an overshoot in a lower time frame usually hits an RDA or a 200 EMA in a higher time frame.
Yeah, overshoot usually hits an
Yeah.
extreme band too. So
Yeah, for sure. I see extreme band a lot. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Or usually like a deviation. Usually it'll overshoot, stop at the deviation, then continue to go the other way. So long here. It's pretty. I mean, entry's pretty good. I was able to scale into.
yeah.
Might have went too many contracts, but we're hoping for this longer move. Already pulled some profit.
Gold is just not. Actually, it did come down. So gold might be a long in this situation.
Order filled.
So going long on gold too. It is a fade, so not the best trade, but it hit a lower zone that we're looking at. So still waiting for this CL to actually sell off in this zone. Well, about the hour close, so expect some volatility here in the next couple minutes.
Hmm.
So if you're
It's
new,
just
or you're just
stalling here.
watching, you'll definitely want to follow via Discord in the description down below on YouTube or wherever else you're watching this. You'll see Discord. You'll want to follow on Discord. If you're on TradingView, you'll see a link right below the video. It says join us on Discord. You'll want to join Discord. That's the best place to answer questions and actually follow along with what we do here, which is really focusing on creating elite traders and actually trading the real markets, how the markets really trade, no BS, no clickbait and all that other shit.
Yeah.
Need to add the time. Someone mentioned that the time, a factor in all trading, wasn't added to the sorry,
The page.
or to the mastering the Rexdog trade system page. So where should we put that? Probably it's
Let me
probably
see.
not, it's probably advanced training modules. Yeah, it's probably underneath wonder where we should put that in there. Pay attention candles, intention reactions, important time frames, opening range, market internals. It's definitely above market internals. I'll put it below opening range.
Okay.
In these series of videos, we go deep in. Man, look at that.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out. I want to put something else on the right side, like the DOM, possibly.
Why though?
I don't know,
Okay,
like the spread matrix or something. I don't know. I'm just gonna mix it up a little bit. See if something else gives me some more edge.
I guess.
Cause I haven't really looked at all these before.
Yeah, you can play around with it, see if you like some of that stuff. You know. I've tried. I did used to have the DOM on to trade with the DOM, and just for general stuff, but I haven't. Yeah, someone said it's under the trading basics. Yeah, I put it. I think with the page, the mastering the RDTS, what we're trying to do there is really, if you were to go through we're trying to make it ordered, or trying to order it as if you were to go step by step. That's what we do with the kind of mastering the RDTS page. So we try to put content in the right order that makes the most sense, where things aren't dependent, or if a concept's dependent on another concept, at least you're,
Order
I
filled.
mean, it's there, you've already covered it, I guess, is the way to look at it. Or if it's important to know another concept above another concept, that we've kind of put precedence. And then we try to organize the menu really around how does it make the most sense as far as finding, or how to group the concepts around, because if someone's not if someone's not brand new to trading, they probably don't need to go through the trading basics, how to read a chart. I mean, it might be helpful, but I just think you don't have to go through how to read candles and support and resistance. If you get all that already, you've been trading for a while, then having the training where it just starts from ground zero, I don't
Order
think
rejected.
is not helpful,
Order filled.
is the way I look at it.
Order filled.
So, all right, we're up on CL, and it might be selling off here decently, so we're going to put some trailing stops in CL. So I think we might be part of the sell-off here that might come out and test the fast momentum at 78 spot 40. And then we're long the NQ, and then we're long GC, but that's not working out in our favor.
Been with this long. Waiting.
Yeah, I'm long here on the NQ. And then hopefully this CEO
Yeah, baby.
continues to sell off.
Break through that. I love to see a fat impulse here. Just boost through all the indicators.
Well, it looks like it's trying to recapture momentum and bias on chart 1. So
Yeah. Chart 2 just recaptured
yeah, so
and broke that strong level. Let's see. Let's see where this one closes. Give me the money.
it does look like it's going to hold that low zone there and probably it's not committing to it though.
I know, it's kind of frustrating.
I mean, it's on the index or the NDX, it's following momentum.
Order filled.
So I guess we should trade momentum. Question is it going to come down to 144 in the NDX? That's the question. I think it is. And then that's the reversal zone. Those lows on the index, which is right around 525. Might not get there though. Ah, it's 1208. So another few minutes, I'm going to hop off. So once again, if you're new, you'll want to follow Discord down below. If you're interested in the Rexstock trade system, send me a DM on Discord. Ask how to get started with one of the best speculation systems ever created in mankind, or humankind, I should say, to be politically correct.
Alien kind.
Yeah, alien kind. So if you are ready to get started, now's the best time to get started. So definitely send me a DM or visit the site rexdogtrading.com. Get a full overview there. We are updating the site, so you might be seeing things move around here a bit on the site. We're updating the training. I'm going to add a dynamic FAQ. Let's see if I don't know if we want to go long here.
Yeah, but those of you who are alphas who are listening to this stream right now, if you
Order
go
filled.
back, and you see a certain section, you can always DM me as well
Yeah.
if it needs to be redone.
Yeah, we want to add a dynamic FAQ or a dynamic, kind of like a Wikipedia of the overall trade system, is the way to look at it, where it's interlinking, it links to the training, but one of the things we want to do is we don't want to duplicate the training, but we want to provide context to the concepts that's in the trade system, the concepts in how we trade, the concepts in how we look at the market, and kind of create more of a Wikipedia kind of site that, so for instance, a good example of that would be, we have training on momentum, and we do explain momentum on that page, but then more just an FAQ where you could search for what is momentum, and then it breaks it down. And yeah, we'll continue to do the over-the-shoulder trading. So I'll try to do at least one of those a week, where basically I'll have the 4 chart set up, and then I'll just do regarding the Wikipedia style website, need any help? Yeah, I guess, you know, if you're on Discord, send me a DM and share. Yeah, we'd be
Your
open.
experience, yeah.
If you're an alpha,
As long as you got like,
go ahead.
oh, as long as you got like experience, and yeah, if you're an alpha.
Yeah, if you're an alpha and have experience with WordPress, then yeah, we'd be open to
Oh,
working
me,
with.
please.
Yeah, we'd be
Yeah.
you know, because right now it's just my nephew and I. Really just, or you know, we haven't hired any WordPress person or anything. We're just kind of doing it ourselves. Mainly just, why did it say session disconnected? Just to keep it, I guess, in house. One of the things that we wanted to do is, it's been a while since I don't remember what's all in the training. I mean, I created it all, but my nephew went through all of the training, pretty much touched every page, and then is going to get over to me the training that needs to be updated, or added to, or where things aren't clear. So that'll be the next thing that we'll work on. Yeah, WordPress is pretty bulky. It's kind of annoying at times, but
WordPress is crazy, man.
yeah, but I mean, it's also, I mean, it's grown a lot the last couple iterations, comparatively to the other tools out there. To just get in and get out, if you have a simple theme, you're not trying to do anything too fancy, WordPress is still kind of the most stable. So we're up about 3,500, 3,300 on the CL trade. We're down on 3 lots on GC, but that might be working out in our favor. That was a fade trade. And then we're long 30 lots on the NQ. So we'll see if we can stick with this NQ trade here for a week for a daily open test. So we're going to put some trailing stops down below here. I think it looks like it's going to take off. So we're going to give it plenty of room there. Looks like it's going to go, the NDX is going to, yeah, the index is going to go and test the daily open finally. It's going to test the VWAP here. But I think if you're long, you give it plenty of room to work out there. Maybe buy the pullbacks if you're not long. That's what I would do. All right, I got a jet. I got to get on some phone calls. We got to plan a few things, get some things out. Once again, if you have any questions or anything else, I think probably we'll stream. Maybe, I don't know if you want to join in about another hour or so. Maybe
Yeah,
I'll
that's
try
fine.
to stream. Maybe trade the last hour of the market. So about 45 minutes after. So if you want to
Okay.
join, if you're available.
That
know-
sounds good to me.
We've got things we want to do too. So
Stop
I'll
field.
send you a DM and see whether or not it's worth, I want to stream, or whether or not we're going to do the things that have higher priority.
Stop field.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Well,
just working on the site right
Stop
now.
field.
yeah. So I appreciate everybody. We will be, I'll be back
Stop
probably in
field.
about an hour and a half or so to stream the afternoon session. So far, we're doing good trading today. Once again, join Discord. You'll find a link down below. We'll see you in about an hour.